Good morning, interwebs. It is 8:47 and I'm awake, and 2 out of 3 kids are still sleeping, and the other one is outside with Steve shoveling all the stuff out of the truck right now. So I was just sitting here. Steve had left me a little pile of mail and I'm just kind of going through it, and this is my giveaway winnings from Jonathan Seabolt's channel. So should be a gift card in here. I haven't opened it yet because as he showed in his video, he packing taped it, so I'm going to have to use both hands, but that's okay. I actually thought packing tape was a lovely idea to make sure everything stayed in. What other fun things? Ooh, we got a rebate thing from our gas card, so there will be some our gas card like pays out in gift cards to the gas place, and sometimes we just, like, Steve keeps them in his wallet, and we sometimes use them for gas, actually. But since I just budget and throw money into our gas account with every pay period, we usually actually end up spending the rebate on, like, more fun things, like food, because here, I always thought it was weird to eat at a gas station growing up, because we just didn't do that. And, you know, the thing in the gas station where you see the hot dogs roll back and forth and back and forth. Well, moving here, there's not fast food for the most part. I mean, especially not in these smallish towns around us, but the gas stations serve that same purpose. So we will sometimes go to Casey's and get like sub sandwiches. They also sell pizza. I've actually never bought a pizza from Casey's, but I've eaten Casey's pizza, and they also make donuts, which are good. And they are made fresh daily, and because there are not as many options for like quick service foods, the quality of our gas station food is actually very high and comparable to a lot of the restaurants, which I know always makes people laugh when I tell them that like our gas station food is good, but it is, because there's turnover. Not to mention, when you live in a small area, your incentive to be a good restaurant or a good place that sells just about anything is much higher, because people talk, and what you want them to be saying about you is positive things, not that your hot dogs have been on the little rolly rack for 3 weeks. So, not that I would not eat a hot dog from a gas station, but I will eat their like fresh sub sandwiches and stuff. So now we have a little bit of well, we tend to roll into fun money for that, and I also got an electric bill. So, you know, fun things. I am going to upload the vlog and get myself around for the day, and then we'll see what the rest of the day brings. I'm really not sure what today's gonna bring. It's Sunday, so we have nowhere we have to go. It's just a matter of figuring out what we're gonna do. So since we started carrying out a room in our house, I've been a little remiss in making food. I mean, we've been eating, and the food has been tasty, but it's all been, like, I don't know, very low maintenance and kind of unimpressive. So this morning I decided I would actually, like, make real breakfast. So right now I am frying some potatoes and onions in some butter in my cast iron skillet on top of the fire. And then after these cook, I have the lid on so, you know, the potatoes will steam a little. And I'm going to add a little bit of cottage cheese and eggs to it. The cottage cheese makes them creamy, and it also makes the scrambled eggs fluffy. So I'm going to put those together and let everything cook. And I have my daughter making some cranberry wassail we're going to put on. And it's pretty cold in there, but it's not nearly as cold as it has been. If you can see, the cows are like actually laying down and stuff today. The last few days the cows have been constantly walking around, I assume to keep warm. So it is 12:45, and Steve and I just finished the next phase of the project, which involved chalk lining everything. So, to give you a tour of the new kitchen, here's going to be the opening to what will become the living room. Then right here, as indicated by the white lines on the floor, is going to be shelving for our pantry. It's going to be, there's going to be like a post in the corner, and then open shelving that I can reach from this side and that side. And then there's also our microwave is going to fit right here, and storage for probably my mixer. Then you move over here, so there's a window. Then you move here, and that box is where our sink will go. At counter height, obviously. And then the dishwasher is going to go right next to it, and there's going to be a cabinet that runs on top of both of them. And then the water filter and stuff will end up here, but that is inconsequential right now. Then another window. Then in this corner is where either I think it's going to be the freezer. The stand-up freezer is going to sit caddy corner. And then over here is going to be, I think it's the fridge. It's going to be right here, straight on, and there's actually a heating vent on the floor. So we're going to set the fridge like 10 inches out and put like a cabinet or something above it. But that'll be fine because when you open our door, everything is still within where the door opens to. Then the main bit of work is going to be this peninsula. So this is our bathroom door. That's going to be living room door. So this half, this whole thing, the rectangle you see is 96 inches. This half is going to be a 25-inch by 96-inch piece of butcher block. It is going to become our kitchen table. And it is going to be at cabinet height. So this whole thing is going to be one height at 36 inches. And those are our chairs from our bar height table before. We can fit 5 of them around this table. So that is going to be our kitchen table. Then on this side, where you see those rolling carts, I use the rolling carts to store my bulk, like flour and sugar and noodles and all that stuff in. So there is enough room that we're going to be able to fit those underneath, and then Steve is going to build me some drawers on the top because I like drawers in my kitchen, especially for my baking stuff, and all my dish towels because I use a lot of dish towels when I can. This middle square is our stove, our 5-burner gas stove that's going in. And then over here is a cabinet that is 25 by 30, I think. Anyways, the doors to this cabinet are actually going to open this way, like toward the door. So that should be a nice big walking area for everything. And Steve is about to start putting electrical boxes in.
Hello.
And then we'll start running wire. Do you feel excited?
Very.
Very?
Yes.
Did it go as smoothly as you had hoped?
No.
We
got there.
Did it go as smoothly as you expected?
Yes.
Was I more stressed out by the whole thing than you expected?
Significantly more. But you got less mad at me than I expected, so overall I'd have to call it a success.
Good. And we figured out we're going to put lots of outlets and things, and then light fixtures. There's going to be a hanging pot rack that goes over the stove area, and then we have a hanging light fixture that goes over the table, and there will be a light that goes over the sink. Oh, and a ceiling fan here in the corner. So clearly there is a lot of work ahead of us, but I think it is going to be awesome. And having it all drawn out on the ground, I think we're going to have even more like space and room and options than I think we thought. So I'd originally been worried that we were going to be really squished for space and walkways and things, and I don't think we are. So, good things. Now, Steve will work, and I'm going to go and busy myself doing something for the time being. So it is about, I don't know, like 12:20-ish, and I'm not quite ready for bed yet, but I'm just kind of hanging out, working on some things. I thought I would show you some of the things that I did today while I was watching TV with Steve, and while I was hanging out this evening in the living room while the kids were doing some stuff. So I worked some more on my sidewalk shawl that I've been working on. I left the pin where it was last night, so I finished out that. I have another repeat and a half to get to pattern. I haven't quite decided how big I'm gonna make it. I just keep kind of trying it on, and when it gets to be the size where I'm like, ooh, that's how I want my shawl, then that's when I'm gonna stop. I also was doing some design project-y stuff today because I have some potential opportunities coming up crochet wise, so I'm considering and deciding what I want to do on that front. So hopefully there'll be more news on that in the future, but maybe not. Haven't decided. And then I'm working on my daughter's, what is it called? Calibre cardigan. Let's see. That is the name. Carebree cardigan by Heidi May of the Velvet Acorn. And this is how far I am, and I'm kind of to where it pattern says, but I think I'm going to make it a little longer. What I did is I took, this is the shirt she was wearing today, and it fits her really nice. So I was using it to gauge size. So I think I'm going to go like another 4, maybe 6 rows, and then I will see where I'm at from there. So that should keep me busy here for just a little bit, and then I will be headed for bed. You gonna say goodnight, Jezebel? What do we say at the end of the vlog? Can you say nighty night?